that upon which I focus shall manifest to me. And if I am clear with heartfelt vision, surely I shall.
Hi, welcome back to The Answer is Simple. Love yourself, live your spirit. Our lesson this time, 3B if you will, is dare to be happy. And that's a very important lesson because society and conditioning and habits and patterns that the lower frequencies of the ego mind have influenced us all by do not, never, ever encourage happiness. That's just not a state that the ego conscious mind can experience for very long or hold very well and doesn't really support very much. I remember a couple of weeks ago I went to a beautiful barbecue with some new friends that I didn't know, and when I got there, there was many people in the backyard congregating and having conversation. And as I approached the group to introduce myself, I noticed that there was one woman who was really elaborating on how difficult life was for her at the time. There she was talking about school and kids and the struggle with teachers, which I understand, and talking about high taxes, which of course ours are through the roof, and the difficulty with crime in the neighborhood. There's been the same for us. But what I noticed is every single person that was in that conversation joined in by adding one worse, one more miserable, one upping in terms of suffering and drama and trauma and I just couldn't allow myself to engage that way. So when I got into the conversation, I just sort of spontaneously said, well, my life's working. Not that anything is any different than what's going on with your life, but I'm enjoying my day. And I didn't get a very positive reaction. In fact, there was visible annoyance in the group consciousness. One woman turned to me and kind of snickered, "Aren't you special?" But that's the point about daring to be happy. It's not necessarily a choice that will be readily embraced by those around you. Commiseration really is a currency in a lot of our social settings. So for you to really live your spirit, to really love and be in that divine frequency, you'll have to make a choice. And the choice that I'm inviting you to make with this lesson is to choose to not let your happiness be predicated on what's going on around you. Because there's always something. The minute you get one thing settled, another upset comes. That's just the way it goes with life. It's your response that matters. It's your attitude. If you choose to be peaceful and happy and feel good, you'll always find a reason to. And if you choose to suffer, you'll always find a reason to for that as well. This lesson, I want you to practice not piping in with the piper of misery, not joining in with the shuttle to Downers Grove or to Negativeville. Just choose, just practice being happy. Because you choose to, because your spirit is alive, because life is good, because the moment is a moment you'll never have again. And watch your conversation. Watch the tendency to be hijacked into someone else's misery as a way of being in rapport, saying that in order to be close to you, I have to suffer with you, because it's a lie. And here's an interesting thing. If you choose to be happy and you're really committed to that, people will get on your bandwagon as well. Once they recognize that they have a choice or an option or another way to look at things, they might experiment with you and start talking about and looking at and thinking about and feeling more joyful things. Just remember, no matter what your condition in life, there's always one who has it much worse than you. So just be grateful for what you do have going on, and that the fact that you have a life going on at all is reason to be happy. So that's a very important practice this time around. And it's one that, like I said, you may not necessarily meet a lot of support in the beginning. It's okay. Make it a game to be happy and see who you can recruit to your perspective. If you do that, you're going to change the vibration. Just remember, the Spirit is always happy. The Spirit is always peaceful and joyful. The Spirit is above the fray of the ups and downs of the ego. And it doesn't mean that life is perfect. Life is life. But it means that your ability to respond to life, rather than being in the undertow of a lower ego fear-based frequency, you can be in the detached mode of joy and creativity. That's the other side of that. So dare to be happy. See if you can recruit others to the cause.
That upon which I focus shall manifest to me, and if I am clear with heart